Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chrisley knows best. Todd Chrisley brutally slams Patricia Altschul's Charleston comment. At the end of the day, she's old. Chrisley knows best alum Todd Chrisley fired back at Southern Charm star Patricia Altschul for throwing shade at his Charleston relocation plan. He turned ugly towards her after she tried to feud with him and Julie for their massive post-prison life failure. Savannah's parents are serving their prison experiences back-to-back with no break. From interviews to podcast episodes, Todd and Julie are everywhere, describing and explaining how things unfolded before and after their prison experiences. Their 2-year jail sentences didn't doom them at all, as they are happily enjoying their celebrity status. Savannah has managed to return all that they left behind in 2023. Todd made it clear that they are wrongly convicted and targeted. Chrisley knows best. Julie and Todd share insights into their current, rougher life post-release. Julie and Todd Chrisley recently revealed that their lives have become rougher than they used to be since their time in prison. Though they are back at their Nashville home, they are certainly not living their best lives. Upon the relaunch of Chrisley Confessions 2.0, they shared their mutual struggle of adjusting to a typical environment. Todd said that he is in a more challenging phase after experiencing horrific prison conditions. Both emotionally and psychologically, he is drained to deal with fundamental everyday problems. His ability to overcome larger issues is far greater than those of the household or the outside world. The reality star acknowledged that prisoners fail to cope once they are brought out. It becomes crazy for them because most of the time, they remain detached from their family and others. Chrisley knows best. Todd tells off Patricia in savage response. Todd Chrisley's July 23 podcast episode had him in a fiery state, where he almost ripped into Patricia for her words about his and Julie's potential Charleston move. He didn't hold back on replying to the 84-year-old. As she resides in Virginia, she quipped, "There goes the neighborhood." The shocking Instagram story from Patricia was unexpected, but since it was posted, Todd has admitted that he is furious. He lashed out at her on the mech, calling her an old woman who had married solely for wealth, advising her that she was getting ready to die. Todd remembered her as a sophisticated lady with whom he had never had any past issues. However, Patricia spoke to Todd in a harsh manner unnecessarily. He had always respected her, but now he has a different image of her. The Growing Up Chrisley alum said that nobody, including Patricia, can stop them from going to Charleston. "Patricia should know that we are born and raised in South Carolina," he added. Todd continued that Patricia is almost the same age as his mother, and he had come to know that she had recently transferred ownership of her assets to her son. Anyway, he decided to move to Charleston so that he could venture into a hotel business with Julie. They will renovate the hotel to turn it into a mansion for filming an upcoming reality TV show. For the latest Chrisley's updates, stay tuned to TV's twist of Southern drama no one saw coming. Todd Chrisley has once again found himself in the middle of a headline-making storm. But this time, it wasn't about prison conditions, Julie's health, or Savannah's social life. Instead, the outspoken star of Chrisley knows best turned his fiery tone toward none other than Southern Charm matriarch Patricia Altschul. It all started with what seemed to be a passing comment, until it wasn't. In a recent interview with a Charleston lifestyle magazine, Patricia Altschul, 83, was asked how she felt about the new wave of Southern personalities making headlines. Without missing a beat, she threw a little shade. Charleston has always been about refinement, class, and breeding. Reality television has introduced a different kind of Southern, not one I necessarily relate to. Though Patricia never mentioned the Chrisleys by name, It didn't take long for fans, and Todd himself, to connect the dots. The moment the interview hit social media, it went viral. And in true Todd Chrisley fashion, he didn't hold back. From inside the Pensacola Federal Prison, where Todd is currently serving time, a statement was released via his longtime attorney and close family confidant, Marty Singer. It was fiery, sassy, and pure Todd. "Let me tell you something about Patricia Altschul," the statement began. "She may be sipping martinis from a silver tray in Charleston, but she's not the Queen of the South. She's just someone who thinks they still matter, because they inherited a few antiques and know which fork to use." The internet lit up like a bonfire. Todd's dig wasn't just at Patricia's remarks. It was at her entire persona. The Southern gentleman had clearly had enough of being indirectly belittled by Charleston's self-proclaimed aristocracy. But Todd didn't stop there. "She thinks she's representing the South with class and refinement," he continued. "But let's not pretend she's not also on a reality show, with cameras rolling and drama swirling. The only difference is that she whispers her shade with a fan in her hand. Me, I speak the truth, even if it stings." Then came the line that had everyone gasping. "At the end of the day, she's old, and old doesn't mean wise. It just means you've had more time to perfect being passive-aggressive." The comment hit like a sledgehammer. Social media exploded. Patricia's fans rushed to her defense, while Chrisley supporters applauded Todd's unapologetic attitude. One fan on Twitter wrote, "Todd Chrisley just gave us the Southern slapdown we didn't know we needed." While Patricia didn't respond directly, insiders close to her claim she was utterly appalled and found Todd's behavior not only disrespectful but unbecoming of a true Southern man. According to a source from the Southern Charm set, Patricia allegedly told a friend over lunch, "If he wants to drag my name while sitting in a jail cell, that says more about him than it ever will about me." Julie Chrisley, who has largely kept a low profile since entering prison herself, was reportedly deeply uncomfortable with Todd's latest feud. Savannah, however, defended her father during a special Instagram live session, saying, "You don't get to take subtle jabs at my family and expect us not to respond. We've been through hell and back, and we're still standing. So if Patricia Altschul thinks she can sit on her high horse and judge us, she better buckle up." In a follow-up phone interview arranged through his legal team, Todd doubled down on his position. His voice, filtered through the prison line, was just as sharp as ever. "Listen, I've always said that I'd rather be loud and honest than quiet and fake. Patricia wants to pretend she's above all the drama while starring on a show called Southern Charm. That's like saying you're above fast food while holding a Big Mac." The Chrisleys, no strangers to scandal, are navigating their post-conviction lives with a mixture of resilience and razor-sharp wit. And though Todd may be behind bars, it's clear that prison hasn't dulled his edge. If anything, it's sharpened it.